Forget everything you think you know about succeeding as a newcomer in the US. There's one critical, often ignored skill that holds more power than any resume or that English language course or that job hunting guide. Mastering this can fast track your success and significantly improve your quality of life. Get ready because this has the potential that could redefine your American journey. Hey everyone, if you are new here, I am Tanu and I share real talk about navigating life in America as an immigrant. Today, I want to talk about something that completely changed my perspective on what it really takes to succeed in the US, and I am not talking about what you think. When I first arrived here about 5 years ago, I was laser focused on all the obvious things just like everyone else. Perfecting my accent, getting that credential, achieving financial stability, and understanding what American workplace culture is all about. Does that sound familiar? I bet most of you watching this had the exact same checklist. But here is the thing. After years of living here and helping and watching other newcomers, I have discovered there's one skill that trumps all of this. One skill that nobody talks about, but that literally determines whether you will struggle for years or start thriving within months. I am going to share what that skill is, why it's so important, and most importantly, how can you develop it starting today. First, picture this. Deepika arrived in Chicago with a master's degree, intermediate English skills, and $10,000 in saving. She's done all her research, so she thinks that she's pretty prepared, right? 3 months later, she's stressed, broke, and questioning everything. She's already spent 3 weeks just trying to figure out why her apartment application was rejected. She missed on that great job opportunity because she didn't understand the unwritten rules about salary negotiation. This is what I call the obvious skills trap. We focus so much on the visible, measurable skills that we completely miss the invisible foundation. It's a skill that is so fundamental that immigrants rarely discuss it, and yet it determines whether you will spend years fighting the system or years leveraging it. Now, before I tell you what this skill is, I want to tell you 5 transformations and benefits this skill will bring into your life. Number 1. You stop leaving money on the table. So many newcomers miss out on opportunities. They pay more than they should or accept suboptimal situations because they don't know how to navigate systems effectively. I've seen people pay thousands extra in taxes because they don't understand how deductions work, miss out on jobs because they didn't know how to negotiate, accept terrible housing situations because they didn't understand their tenant rights. With this skill, you become proactive about optimizing your interactions with every system you encounter. Number 2, your stress levels will plummet. When you understand how systems work, even frustrating systems become manageable. You develop confidence that you can figure things out even when you encounter something new. This is a huge psychological shift. Instead of feeling helpless when facing unfamiliar processes, you feel equipped and confident. Number 3, you become a resource for others. As skill grows, other people will start counting on you for advice. This will position you as a valuable community member, and it will often lead to new opportunities. I can't tell you how many job opportunities and friendships have come my way because I became known as someone who could help others. Number 4, you discover hidden opportunities, special programs, grants, fast track processes, valuable resources. Most people don't know about these. For example, many cities have small business development programs designed for immigrants. Many colleges have scholarship programs for international students. But through this skill, we can learn how to access them. And last but not the least, number 5, the ripple effect on integration. Perhaps most importantly, this skill will accelerate our overall integration into the American society. When you are not constantly stressed about the basic systems, you have the mental bandwidth for deeper connections, professional growth, and personal fulfillment. You stop feeling like an outsider who's struggling to keep up and start feeling like an active participant who understands how to make things happen just like it's your own home country. Now, before you guys get really mad, so what is this mysterious skill? I call it navigational resilience. No, it's not another fancy term because I am sharing it from my own life experience, so hear me out. If you have heard about this already, do let me know in the comment section what do you think this is. Navigational resilience is the ability to understand, adapt to, and proactively leverage complex systems, the bureaucracy, the social norms, the unwritten rules that govern daily life in America. It's not about following directions, it's about developing an intuitive understanding of how systems work, even when they seem illogical. It's about bouncing back quickly when you hit a wall and finding alternative paths when obvious route does not work. Let me give you an example. So you need to open a bank account. Simple. You walk into a bank with your documents, you fill out the form, done. But then they tell you, oh, we cannot open your bank account because we need your credit history. I went through that myself, so I know what I know. You don't have a credit history because you need a bank account to build credit. So it's like you're stuck in a loop. So what do? It's about developing what I call system intuition, the ability to quickly assess how any new system would work, who holds the real power, what the pain points are, and how to navigate efficiently. So this skill applies everywhere: healthcare, housing, employment, education, social services, our daily interactions with customer service, and understanding the social dynamics. So you might be thinking, okay, this might be useful, but is it like really important? More than ever, especially in 2025. And here's why. American systems have become very complex over the past few years. Many processes are now hybrid, but they're also in person. The basic ones like getting your DMV and getting your SSN, very confusing. Applying for housing, very confusing. Let's take another simple example. Apartment hunting in today's market. It's not just about having that good credit score anymore. You need to understand the rental algorithms, know how to make your application stand out, because for one house there might be 10 applications, and navigate security deposits, because if you are new, it's going to be thousands of dollars, and understand your lease terms. So in this case, someone with low navigational resilience gets overwhelmed. They pay thousands more than needed. But someone with high navigational resilience quickly adapts. They know which questions to ask, how to appeal decisions, when to escalate, and who can help them. So how do you actually develop this superpower? Let me break it down into 5 practical strategies so you can start implementing today. Number 1, embrace the stupid question. You need to get comfortable asking questions that might seem basic. Can you explain how this process works? What happened if X? Is there any other way to do it? I learned this lesson the hard way when I was trying to register my car. The employee assumed that I understood everything from smog check to renewals. So now I make sure that I ask questions up front. Something like, I'm new to this process. Can you walk me through each step? Most people are actually happy to help you when you're honest about being new. Number 2, find your system Sherpas. This is my term for people who really understand how things work, and I don't mean people who just follow rules, but people who been there long enough, who understand the system well enough. These are not necessarily people like managers or on the official positions, but sometimes the best person to ask could be a receptionist who's been there long enough. Sometimes it could be another student and not necessarily a professor. So identify these people and build genuine relationships with them, and definitely express your gratitude when they offer help. Strategy number 3, join the right communities. Online and offline communities are crucial. You need to be strategic about which ones you choose. You want communities where people are actually practically sharing information about navigating systems. Some of my favorite ones are, look at the local Facebook groups, type something like Chicago apartment hunting or Bay Area immigrants. Do look at Reddit communities for your city and also WhatsApp groups. Number 4 is develop systems thinking. This is what I also learned during my MBA. So this is about changing how you approach any new system. Instead of just trying to accomplish your immediate goal, take a step back and try to understand the bigger picture. Ask yourself, who are the stakeholders in the system? What are the pain points? What would make this process easier or faster? For example, if you're trying to get a professional license, don't just focus on that requirement. Understand like who will make the decision, what happens if you don't meet the criteria, and how other people have successfully navigated this process. Number 5 is document everything. Keep detailed records of your interactions with the systems, and this will help you in the long run because you can always refer back to successful strategies. You can help others who are facing these challenges, and if in case you need to appeal your decisions or you need to escalate, you will have proper documentation for it. I also keep a simple spreadsheets with tabs in different areas, and it's really been invaluable. If you need something like a template, let me know in the comment section. So this is almost the end of the video. Let me leave you with this, that navigational resilience, it's not just about making your life easier. It definitely will do that, but it's about fundamentally changing your relationship with the country. Instead of seeing US as this overwhelming, incomprehensible system that you have to somehow survive, you will start seeing it as complex but still navigable environment where you can thrive. Here's my challenge for you. Pick one system that you are currently struggling with and share in the comments section if you need more tips around that. If I can, I would be happy to help. Please give it 2 weeks of focused effort and I guarantee that you will start to see the difference. And share in the comment section, if you've had similar experiences and what systems have you struggled with, what strategies have worked for you. This can really be of some help to people who might watch this video. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped at least one person today. Please hit that like button and subscribe for more practical advice about thriving in America, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye.